I'm pretty excited about my story coming out on the new iPhone app. It's going to be interesting to see how people interact with that, I guess. I mean, it is a new form, and I think that will shape the way people write fiction as well, and the kinds of stories that they write for that form. So it's a pretty exciting time for digital publishing. I'm going to be really interested to see how that works and how that matures over the next few years. My name's Daniel Ducrou. I'm here to talk about my work in the Sleepers Almanacs, the etymology of love, and Grandpa Does the Melbourne Shuffle. I also have my first novel, the Byron Journals, coming out through text in July 2010. I guess I've always had a fascination with word origins and etymology, onomastics, and that was the seed for the etymology of love from last year's almanac, year before. And I don't know where that came from, but I just find the story of a word's origin and how it changes over the course of time fascinating, and all the different stories about how or theories about where it came from, where it first appeared. And I mean, an example might be something like, the drink sangria comes from the Latin word sangra, for blood, because of the blood-like colour of it. Having just recently finished work on the Byron Journals, it's quite an extensive sort of one-year editing period. I've been absolutely loving working on short stories again, and even spoken word pieces and things like that. So just breaking out of that form and messing around with new characters and new situations, new stories. And that's one of the things I like about it, I guess, is that you can set up a completely different style, or mess around in a different genre, or with different characters you've never worked with before. And that's really fun to do after you've been working on a single piece for so long, like my novel. I think it's important that that writers put a lot of themselves into their work. Sometimes that can be a bit dangerous, I guess, if you're putting aspects of your own life, or if people want to draw parallels between your own life or the lives of your friends and things that appear in your work. But I think that that's what gives a lot of fiction its real life sense and its grit and its personalities, if you're willing to go in that direction and willing to give something of yourself that makes you a bit vulnerable. I don't mind sort of living the life of some of my characters and gleaning knowledge or experiences from that, and then mashing them up or twisting them up and putting them with other friends' stories, and then whatever else comes, and amplifying things and putting it all together. And that's one thing I love about language, is how it enriches and adds all these layers to just everyday life.